Hello guys. I think the video was paused or some glitch was happening. So let me see your chat. Hello everyone. How are you? Like we are having 130, 140 people watching. So first of all, tell me how are you? What are you guys doing? And where are you from? Like I think we have a lot of students right now. So can you just increase our watchings? We have one. I think okay. Let me just refresh. Okay, 149. Hello everyone. I can see your chats now. Okay, fine. Delhi, someone's. Oh, Delhi, Kolkata. Hi Mahesh. Hi Naresh. Ayan. Knowledge Gyan. Wow, nice name. Uttam Kumar. And we are having, yeah, a lot of students from different parts of our country. So basically, first thing first, I am not your trainer. I don't actually look like your trainer. You know, so now, Patna, Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Mumbai. So if someone is joining from Mumbai, Mumbai's weather is like kind of, uh, you know, it's a monsoon for a day and then it's turned to summer for the next day. So it's kind of mixed here. We are not able to understand which weather is going on right now. That's the issue. Now, so, can you just tell me what are you guys doing? We are having a lot of students right now from a lot of different parts of our country. So, can you just tell me, like, what are you guys doing? Are you from college, or you're doing your job, or you're having an internship? What are you guys actually doing, and why you want to learn C++? Like, there is aim. Like when you want to learn something, when you achieve something, there should be a aim that I want to be that, and again that aim should be clear. So you're having a clear idea what you want to do, right? So BTech first year, college BCA first year, college. So I think we are having 90% of our students from college second year and third year or first year, right? BTech CSE first year, nice. So I'm not a BTech guy. I'm actually a BSc guy, bachelor of like I don't know the full form. Yeah, I just forgot the full form. In which ways, I'm from IT, but BSc, which is like Maharashtra boards, you can say graduation types, BCA. Yeah, some similar to BCA only, Bachelor of Computer Application, right? So SY second year, third year students. So hi everyone. I think all of we are like here to become a developer, right? Everyone wants to be a developer. Now the first step to become a developer is to have your basics clear, right? So when someone says that you want to build a building, so your base should be that strong that if something happens, if a tornado comes, then your building should not uh, you can say that it should stand against that tornado. So that's why I say your basics should be clear. Every basic, every like any language you're doing, even if you're even if you want to learn English, even if you want to learn any basic skill, I can say even if you want to learn a car driving, then your basics should be clear that ABC, accelerator, brake, and clutch. So that's all the basics. If you are clear about your basics, then you can achieve a lot of things in advance, right? So to clear your basics, I request you all, like we have 250 or 230 people, all of you make sure to attend this class with your all focus involved in this, because absolutely we are going to learn basics, but don't like treat it as ki basics hi hai. A lot of us do this ke when we are learning all the basics, we go like chill yaar, basics hai. But no, if your basics are strong, you can just go on next level in this or any particular language, right? So I request you all to attend this session from to and give your 100% focus here only. Try to implement all the codes what we are learning here. Try to practice all the codes. BCA का full form नहीं पता था. अरे यार, I am from Maharashtra board. So yeah, BCA is Bachelor of Computer Application. But okay, spam. Aniket Patil, you are trying to roast me, but to be honest, I don't know the BSE. I think it's Bachelor of. Oh yeah, something. Just forget that. Why like roasting? Okay. So Aniket, you are distracting me, buddy. Just don't spam that. Now, we'll start our session with Sanjay sir. Sanjay sir is like our full stack developer, you can say. He is like one of our best teachers what we have in Let's Upgrade. Okay, Uttam, you can ask the questions now. I'll introduce you to the Sanjay sir, but before that, I just want to like clear or just tell you about the one link and all the certificates on attendance. So I'll just take you like I'll just take you only 5 minutes more. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so I think you can see my screen. This is the free course. This is this is completely free. You don't have to pay anything for this. It's okay, Aniket, you can roast me, but don't roast me like uh, just don't roast me, bro. That feels okay. Certificate milega. Yeah, you'll get the certificate from our side, which will have the GDG mark, or which you can say which is in collaboration with GDG, ITM, and Let's Upgrade, and NSDC also. NSDC is National Corporation of Development Course, you can say, and that's okay. I got it, bro. Thank you for explaining the full form of BSc. Chandan Patel. So now coming back to our essentials, you can see one link here in the description, right? Something like this. Here you can read that registration, attendance, certificate, assignment, silicons, everything just in one link. So you just have to click on this one link to mark your attendance to Tinku. Hi Tinku, I'm not unnoticing you. I know. I just read your first chat. So hi Tinku. So by the way, guys, Tinku is our regular viewer, or you can say regular student. So attend every essential class. So back to one link. Sorry guys. Uh, okay. Back to essentials, you can see a page like this, and you just have to scroll down a bit. You can see upcoming and all scheduled classes here. You just have to mark your attendance here. Now while marking your attendance, a pop-up will raise like this. You just have to rate this essential, rate your trainer, rate the quality of our complete essential, and give the rating from 0 to 10. So right now, I think our essentials are going like crazy great. So I'll give just 10 to this. I think when you just attend this whole essential and see how Sanjay sir is teaching, I believe that you are going to give him a 10, because I know Sanjay sir, and he teaches like he explains every bit of like chop and explain every basic concept of that language. Then, if you are interested during the 6 months of our full stack program, where we will teach you about, we have basically two full stack program. One is web development and one is data science. Web development is something where we will teach you about all the front end and back end part, all the necessary things, and data science, where we'll teach you about data science, DSA, and all the data science stuff. So if you are interested, just click here yes. If you think that we need to improve on something, then click on like the topic you want to say that, hey, let's upgrade, you need to improve this quality of your essentials. We'll absolutely see your feedbacks and take a step to if like take a step to solve that or improve that, right? So right now, if you want to like type something, or if you have a special suggestion, then click on other and just submit your assignments. Now after submitting your assignment, you can see a progress. Yeah, I have like 20% of progress, but it will go to 14 because there are reasons. So I'm not going to explain that. But you can save 14% progress after marking your attendance. Now you have to have 50% of progress. You can just click on this question mark button, and here you will see that you need to have 50% of your progress to download your certificate at the end of the day 5, right? So just to make sure to mark your attendance daily. If you have any assignment on day 3, day 4, or day 5, so just submit that assignment. Make sure to practice all the code, and have a great time with Sanjay sir. Try to learn every basic. And if you have any query, just join our Telegram or WhatsApp group. You can just DM me directly. Or if you have any query, if you are like facing any issue about LU's platform, then you can just reach us from here. Telegram is something for we have lot of things there. We have a community channel where you can discuss any issue related to your like program. If you have any bug, we will help you to solve that. If you have like, it's like a community where you can reach a lot of students like you, a lot of developers, right? There is progress. Just Chandan Patel try to refresh that. After marking your attendance, the page will not automatically detect that you marked your attendance. So when you just refresh, you can see your progress is increased by 14 or 20%, right? So that's it, guys. That's it from my side. Let me just introduce you to our trainer, today's trainer, Mr. Sanjay sir. So, hi Sanjay
Yeah,
sir. I think
hello,
you're
hello.
visible to everyone.
Yeah,
So
hello. Good
here's
evening,
Sanjay sir.
everyone.
Okay, so Sanjay sir is our full stack trainer, or you can say Sanjay sir also takes the full stack classes, and he's a Munstack full stack developer, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So can you just give us a glimpse about what we are going to learn in this program, like 5 days of C++ program? When
Yeah,
we say
okay.
5 days, what we are going to actually get at the end of the 5 day, fifth day?
Okay. So the thing is like C++ is one of the most basic and one of the most important language that every student, like as I can see that most of you are from like in the bachelor's background, from somebody else from like say computer science and a lot more. So the thing is that if you want to start your career in, let's say, if you want to become a software engineer, develop anything, so you must know about the C++ language. Why? The thing is that the C++ is the mother of many other languages. So it is, and by the way, it's very fast, and C++ is still in the use today. So like the games you see is also using C++ behind the scene. Adobe, Microsoft, Google, all the top giants are actually going to use the C++ code in their projects and all. And the thing is, if you want to crack a DSA question, so and all sort of stuff, the CSS with sorry C++, yeah, sorry C++. The thing is like I'm a full stack developer, so in that we basically have something called CSS. So what I said, yeah. So C++ is like is going to be the mother. So as soon as you understand the C++, learning other languages, let's say Python, JavaScript, or as well as Java, it becomes easier for you to understand all those concepts. Okay. And obviously, if you just want to crack an interview, interview obviously going to ask some questions related to C++ as well. If you are coming from a bachelor's background, so let's say if you're a computer science engineer, so in that case, in the interview, they may ask a question related to C++. So in these 5 days, we are just going to cover the basics of C++, how to get started, what are variables, what are the condition statements, what is the expression, and how a program, how computers, how actually they work. So our goal is to make you understand about everything related to the programming. Okay. So at the end of the session, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to start your own journey with any other languages or with the C++. You can continue with the C++. Like C++ is used in creating of like the servers, the driver devices and all. So I will just cover everything in the session, like where we use C++, why we use C++, what are the features it have, and what is the future implication on history, etc., everything. So I feel like it's going to be really exciting journey.
Right. So all the best to all the students and Sanjay sir. You
Yeah,
can just take this session ahead, and I'll just answer one question that I can see in chat that someone is asking about this bootcamp certificate as well. So let me tell you. Now the name is weird, like Lulo Britannia. I can just see the Britannia word I can spell. So you can absolutely add this certificate to your LinkedIn account, and you can see that this certificate has a like you can say has a weightage because you are learning a basic concept of C++, and you'll get the certificate which is in collaboration with GDG, which is Google Developers Group, MAD, which is Mumbai. So you can say that this certificate has the weightage, so you can just add it to your resume or you can say your LinkedIn. So bye bye Sanjay sir. Have a great time with all
yeah,
the students.
yeah.
I'll
That's
just
great.
take a leave. Bye.
Oh, bye bye. So here's me, and just a quick confirmation. Are you able to see my screen? And if yes, you can just let me know in the chat here. Please teach OOPS concept. So, Gamer Amit, I'll try my best to put the OOPS concept in the session. So, like I have just gone through the syllabus we have here. And in the syllabus, we don't have the OOPS concept, but I will cover the basics of OOPS concept. I will try my best to do it. Okay. Because OOPS is basically a thing which makes C++ different from the C. Yeah, Hyperman. I will try my best to cover this concept. Yeah, I will try my best to do it. Okay, so that's great. So let's start with our session. So I don't usually have a PPT and all. So like I was about to have today, but obviously I couldn't prepare. So it's day one. I'm late, and let's just start with our session. So let's just start my quick pen here. So let's start with the history of C++. And trust me, it's not going to be boring because I'm not going to take a lot of time here. So what is the C++ history is? So if you just want to like see the history, you can just do it a quick Google here. So let's say C++ creator or something like that. I think it was created in 1979, something like that. Let's see. So this was the guy who basically created the C++ in 1979. Yeah, so I was correct there. So in 1979, this guy basically created a C++. But what was the reason he created C++? So before C++, we used to have something called C, like obviously. So this C was so popular back then. Like everybody was using this programming language to create operating systems, to create programs, to create servers, etc., etc. If you don't know about what is operating system is, Android, iOS, Windows, all are these operating systems. So back then, C was so popular, but C was completely functional programming language. So there is a thing in the programming world we call functional programming. Yeah. So by the way, I will just cover what is functional programming, what is class-based programming, etc., etc. Don't worry about it. But this guy was like so inspired by another programming language. I'm not able to recall the name. I think it started with the S. So that particular programming language was not that popular. But the thing is that programming language, that mysterious programming language, I'm not able to recall the name. I will just do a quick research and I will just tell you, had a concept of the classes, the object. In a nutshell, if you like, this answer will make sense to the students who know little bit about the programming languages. Yeah, little bit. Any other like Java, JavaScript, anything will work. So if you have any prior knowledge of any other programming language, it will be easier for you to understand this line. By the way, don't worry, I will explain you this line throughout the session. So classes are just a special type of data structure for us. So we have multiple type of data structure, like we can have numbers, string, character, etc., etc. But classes, by the classes, we can basically create a custom data type for ourselves. So what this
Uh,
guy did,
Hi, sir.
yeah, yeah, say,
Just sorry. I'm just cutting you down in between. So I'm
yes, no
seeing a lot
worries.
of chats that they are not comfortable in English. So can you just tell me in chat that if you want to like have a Hindi translation or what? Just a little confirmation because I saw like 5 or 6 people talking about they want to like had like Hindi.
Okay, okay.
Okay, just
So,
can you just confirm me in the chat so I can say I can just carry forward the message to Sanjay sir and confirm that.
so what should what I need to ask
No,
for?
no, it's not for you actually. I'm just asking the chat.
Oh, okay, sure.
So I can't. Okay, okay. So we'll just continue in Hindi. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. What you can say. It's just. Okay, so bye.
So do I need to continue in Hindi or English? Just come figure. Let me just tell you this thing.
Sorry. Just continue it in English because like we don't have to go with Hindi because a lot of students are not like familiar
Oh
with
yeah.
Hindi. So either you can say just explain a bit of part in Hindi and then continue
Mhm.
with English. So you just have to do a double work here. Sorry for that, but I
Okay.
think you can just go with Hindi only, English only. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So we have a problem that some of the students are from like is not comfortable with Hindi. So we will just go with the English and I will just repeat some of the stuff which is harder to understand in Hindi as well. So we will cover everybody here. Okay. So where I was at. So this guy particularly created a language and he named it as C++. And what he did actually, he basically picked up C and added the concept of classes to it. And that's all about C++ is. And it became so popular and like till now we use C++ like till date. Like a language which was created like 1980, like almost it's been 40 plus years and still we are using this language. Okay. So what is the reason like why C++ is so popular? So there are some reasons behind the success of C++. So the first reason is C++ is very, very, very fast. Okay. So if we compare this C++ with any other language, let's say Python. So like Python is like a slow turtle in front of C++. Okay. So that's the difference between these two languages. And the thing is, C++ is very light, and we use still C++ to create softwares or applications which actually require the system access. So suppose if you create let's say if you create a keyboard, so if you have a keyboard company and your keyboard will have a driver, a device driver. So like if you are a 90s kid, you have seen that the things like this, you have to install the device drivers, etc., etc. These all stuff are also created in C++. And also NASA is also using C++, isn't it? And all the applications which require high performance, like our games, computer games, operating systems, softwares like Adobe After Effects, all these softwares are actually created using C++ because they require so much high performance. Okay, so we cannot create these applications by using a language like Python or so. They are good, like Python is really good for the data science and all, but the fact is where we need like high performance, C++ is the thing to go. Okay, so let me just recap in Hindi, like just in a 15 to 20 seconds. C++ पॉपुलर क्यों है, लाइक रीजन ये है कि C++ बहुत ज्यादा तेज है, बहुत ज्यादा. तो होता क्या है कि अगर कोई ऐसे एप्लीकेशन अपन को क्रिएट करनी है विच एक्चुअली रिक्वायर्स अ हाई परफॉर्मेंस, लेट्स से अ कंप्यूटर गेम. ओके, लेट्स से लाइक इन नासा, लाइक नासा में तो सब कुछ तेज चाहिए ना. एंड लेट्स से Adobe After Effects होता है, अपने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स होते हैं लाइक विंडोज, मैक, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सो इन दीज केसेस वी एक्चुअली रिक्वायर कुछ ऐसा जो बहुत तेज चले, है ना. तो इस केस में हम C++ का यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट भी इजी होता है इसमें और हार्डवेयर एक्सेस बहुत बढ़िया होता है. ठीक है, तो ये रीजन है C++ कि आज तक क्यों चलती है. ठीक है, सारे गेम्स बाय द वे C++ में लिखे हैं. सो इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ गेम डेवलपर, लाइक यू हैव टू लर्न C++ and C sharp. So we also have C sharp, which is also similar to C++. Rather. Okay, so that's enough talking about C++. And one more thing, by the way, the thing is in C++ is the mother, as I told you, like C++ motivated some another languages like JavaScript, Java, TypeScript, Dart. So if you learn about C++, learning all rest of these languages will be easier for you. So if you just want to become a web developer like me, like full stack developer, it will be easier for you to catch up with the JavaScript. Okay. And similarly, if you just want to become a mobile developer, so in that case, it will be easier for you to understand the Dart programming language. Okay. So that's all about the C++. But how to use C++? So let me just show you a small program here. So let me just remove this all and let me just put it C out. And let's say hello. Okay, and let me just execute this program. Oh, sorry, by mistake. Okay, that's great here. And let's just execute this program here. Like I'm using the yeah. One thing first, let me just close this real quick. Yeah, one thing I want to tell you that if you want to learn C++, so you can also use something called online compiler. So I was just looking for it. So online C++ compiler, look for it. So otherwise, if you want to use C++ on your own machine, so you have to install it. So basically, if you have to install it and do like if you have to install a compiler and also a code editor. So I will cover that part as well, like how you can use the language in your own machine and how you can just practice C++ online. So just do a quick Google here, online C++ compiler, and I will just cover like what is this compiler is. What is a compiler first of all? So we will cover that part also, like what is a compiler, and I will execute my code here as well, like in the online compiler, and little bit of code here as well. Okay, so that was a problem. Let's just fix it real quick. So we will execute a program in my computer also, and also from the online compiler. So it will be like best of both worlds. So if you just want to practice C++ little bit, you can just go online and try it. And if you just want to like full on with the C++, just install it on a machine. So first step first, what is a compiler and how a program actually works. तो C++ को चलाने के लिए हमारे पास ऑनलाइन कंपाइलर भी होते हैं, तो ऑनलाइन भी आप लिख सकते हो, बस एक गूगल करो ऑनलाइन C++ कंपाइलर और बहुत सारी वेबसाइट्स यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे, किसी को भी ओपन करो और यहाँ पे आप C++ का कोड लिख के यहाँ पे रन क्लिक करके अपना आउटपुट देख सकते हो कि आपका प्रोग्राम यहाँ रन हो रहा है। और अगर आपको चाहिए कि आप C++ को खुद के कंप्यूटर में यूज करना चाहते हो, कुछ ऑनलाइन टूल नहीं यूज करना है, तो उसके लिए क्या प्रोसेस होती है, उसके लिए वी हैव टू लाइक हमको दो चीज इंस्टॉल करनी पड़ती है, एक कंपाइलर और एक कोड एडिटर। तो वो मैं बताऊंगा दोनों क्या होते हैं, व्हाट इज कोड एडिटर एंड व्हाट इज अ कंपाइलर। सो लेट्स जस्ट कवर अप दैट थिंग, लाइक व्हाट इज अ कंपाइलर and what is a code editor. So let me just create a new file like demo.cpp just for no reason. So let's just understand what is a compiler. So for that we need to understand how actually computers works behind the scene. So computer have a thing called processor. So a computer have a thing called processor. I'm pretty sure that you have heard about these things like Intel, AMD, or we also have some latest kind of processor. We call it system on chip. So like Snapdragon, like Qualcomm makes Snapdragons. We have Apple Silicon, like A13, A14, etc. Then we have MediaTek, okay, MediaTek Dimensity. So these all are the examples of processors. So behind the scene, what is a processor? So processor is actually made up of small switches. What kind of switches actually? A switch is just like a switch that you have inside your home, like switchboard. Remember, like on and off for the lights and bulb. So that electrical switches. So a switch to on your light and switch to off your light. So regular switch. A switch can be on and off. Okay. So on we actually say it as 1 and off we say it as 0. Okay. And a processor have like billions of these switches. Okay. A processor have like billions of these switches. So like that's why a computer can only understand a particular form of language. We call it machine language. And this machine language is a binary language. What is a binary language? A binary language is a language which just have two things, two words, just two words. So binary language here just have 0 and 1. So in a nutshell, a computer can only understand 0 and 1. Okay, that's all. So the problem is this, like if I want my computer to do something for me. So first of all, let's suppose I have a guy here. So let's suppose I have Chintu here. And I want Chintu to dance. And for that, I must communicate with the Chintu. Okay, Chintu, bro, dance. But the problem is Chintu speaks Spanish. And I don't know Spanish. So like this is not going to be like possible for me to some. I have to communicate with Chintu, like please you can dance for me, etc., etc. So the same problems arise here. So computer basically can only understand zeros and one, and I want my computer to edit a photo for me. But like a computer cannot understand Hindi, English, Tamil, Kannada, any language here. So how we can like overcome this problem? So we have a very special kind of program here, and we call this program a compiler. So let's suppose we have like a guy called Mukesh. Okay, let me just draw him. So this is Mukesh. Now Mukesh actually can understand Spanish and English, Hindi as well. So first I will tell Mukesh, oh, Mukesh, can you just tell him to dance? So this person, this translator is a compiler for us. Like I'm covering everything in the real basic here. So compiler is just a program which is just going to compile my language. So a compiler can understand a programming language. So each and every language have different compilers. So C++ have its own compiler. C have its own compiler, etc., etc. Similarly, like C++ have its own compiler, which can understand the C++ language, and it will convert my code into the bytes like zeros and one. And we will basically transfer that thing to a computer, and computer will basically work for me. So this thing, this magical piece of tool is a compiler here. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So what is a compiler? Compiler is just a translator which is just going to convert, like translate my C++ into zeros and one. Okay, in a very basic form. कंपाइलर क्या है? कंपाइलर बस एक टूल है जो मेरी सी प्लस प्लस को कन्वर्ट कर देगा जीरो और वन में, क्योंकि कंप्यूटर को सिर्फ एक ही बात समझ आती, जीरो या वन, क्योंकि उसके अंदर बहुत सारे स्विचेस हैं जो बंद या चालू बंद होते हैं. ठीक है, इट्स अ रियल फैसिनेटिंग स्टोरी हाउ कंप्यूटर्स वर्क्स बिहाइंड द सीन, बट टू लर्न सी प्लस प्लस इट्स मोर देन एनफ, जो भी मैंने अभी बताया. सो आई होप टिल हियर एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर टू यू. ओके, yeah, obviously. So I'm not able to, like, what is this name, by the way? Yeah, for the known IT persons and all, like, it's completely possible and very easy to become a software engineer. So like I have also completed my bachelor's and master's in computer science. And the thing is, like, till date nobody have ever asked me about my degree and all. So you can basically work with, like, if you're coming from like biology and all. So like in our industry, we don't discriminate. So you can come, if you can do the stuff for us, we will take care of you. Okay. So I hope till here everything is clear to you. Why using two different code? Why using two different code? Like which code? Oh, this one. I just wanted to draw something here, so that's why I created a separate file. So I will have a blank page, so I can basically draw here. So that's the reason I created this file. That's all. Okay, now let's just install this compiler on your machine. Okay, so we have two ways. So first thing is that we have many compilers for C++. Okay, so I have a list here, by the way. So like we have so many C++ compilers. By the way, we can do a quick Google search. So as I told you, C++ compiler. So compiler is just a tool. So compilers. Okay, just press enter. So these all are the compilers for C++. So this is like GCC. Okay, by the way, this is the one we are going to use. Okay, so the one compiler we are going to use is called, so just do it, download Ming GW for Windows. Okay, just do this. So this is a compiler which we are going to use. Okay, just download MIN GW for Windows. It's a compiler for Windows. So depending if you're working on Linux or on the, let's say, on a Mac, so you can basically have a different compiler there. So this is the compiler for the Windows. Okay, click on the first link here. So just click on this first link and download this stuff. Okay, just download this and you will get a file like this. So this is our thing which you will get after the download, and just open this and click on install, continue. Okay, so basically I have already installed this thing, so I'm just going to go with this. So you have to wait for a while here and you will get all sort of stuff here. Okay, so you will get a list here. Okay, you will get a list here, but your list will be not this big. आपके लिए इतनी बड़ी नहीं होगी. You will have, let's say, 5 to 10 elements here, and all you have to do is click on them and mark for installation. Click on them, mark for installation. Okay, so you will have, let's say, I think you will have 10 or 5 things here, 5 to 10 things here. Select all of them just by doing click and mark for installation. Like, it's going to show a lot of things for me here, but you don't have to do this. And click here, installation, and apply changes. Okay, and as soon as you will click on this apply changes, a process bar will start and everything will be installed for you. Okay, so it's going to take, let's discard the changes. Okay, so it will take you, suppose, 15 to 20 minutes, because first you have to download this software first of all, and then you have to execute this software. Okay, so it will take little bit of time, but I have another way which is a little easier. So just do it, like, just do it WinLibs. Just Google it, WinLib. Okay, just Google WINLIBS. Okay, and just click on the first link. So there is a guy who basically created a repo, something like that. So this is the old website, so but it's gonna work fine for you. Just go down here, okay? Just go down here, and here you will see GCC and the latest, okay? And click on this download. So if you are using Windows 64, and obviously you are using Windows 64, download this by clicking on this zip archive. So just click here to download this, okay? It's the second way of installation. I will give you a quick recap how to install this, by the way. And you will get a zip file like this, okay? You will get a zip file like this, okay? So extract this file in your C drive. So in my C, I have basically extracted this file. So where is this? C plus, yep, this is where I have extracted this. So everything inside this, I have extracted in my C here. Okay, just create a folder and extract everything inside here. Okay, that's also, it's a easier way to install a compiler. And then we have to just do a last step, and which is literally very important. Open the folder where you have actually extracted that zip file, and open this bin, and you will see a URL here. See, just copy this thing, just copy this thing, just copy this thing from here. Whatever you have, just copy this thing and open something called environment variables. So env, so edit system environment variables. So like click on Windows and search for it. Okay, edit system environment variables, just click on it, and here you will see environment variables. Okay, just click here, and here what you will see here, that we have something called path. See this path, just double click on this path, click on this new, and paste that link. So this path, just paste it here and press OK. So I have already done this, so I'm not going to do this again. Just press OK, and that's all. Okay, just press OK, and that's all. So I know like it's little difficult to install C++ on your machine, but like that's not that difficult. So what we have actually done here, so like we have two ways to install a compiler. So I will suggest you to go with this one. So just Google WinLibs here. Click on the first link. Download this. Okay, download this from here, and you will get a zip file like this. Extract this folder in your C or wherever you want, but I will suggest you to extract this thing inside your C. Okay, inside your C here. So here I have extracted this thing, and go inside this bin folder and copy this path, whatever you have seen on this top. Okay, that's great. Now what you can do, just click on your my computer and click here on the properties. Okay, here, open this thing. So I think it's and where's the environment variable? Just don't do this. Just click on here and look for environment variables. So edit system environment variables. Okay, just click here, environment variables. On the top part, you will see something called path here. So see this path, click on this path, click here on the new, and paste it. Okay, that's all. So this is how you can install your C++. And just to check if everything is working fine, open CMD here, CMD whatever you want, and type GCC space dash dash version here, and press enter, and you will get something like this. So if you are getting this thing, that means your compiler is installed successfully. Okay, if you are getting something like this, the compiler is installed successfully. Okay, that's great. Now if you want to write your first C++ program, it's very easy. Just create a notepad file. Just create a notepad file here. Okay, let me just write name this file as first.cpp. Okay, so I have created a file here called first.cpp. Oh, by the way, let's just create another folder. So let me just name this folder day 2, or let's say day 1 here. We are on the day 1. Open this folder, right click. Why don't we just copy this file here? So first.cpp. Yeah. So just create a file. With the extension .cpp. Okay. A name of file. A name could be anything. .cpp here. Okay. That's great. And now open this file with Notepad. Okay, with Notepad. And here you can basically write your C++ program. So let me just write a program here. Let's say include. I am really bad with my spelling, so I'm pretty sure that we may have errors and all. IO stream here. Okay, so this is the first program that you will write. Main. Okay, this thing here. Return 0. So I will just cover like what is this program is actually doing. So don't worry about that. See out, and let me just put hello world. Semicolon here and semicolon here. So this is our basically first C++ program. So this is the program. Let me just go through if I have made any spelling mistake here. Oh yeah, std. So sorry for that. Okay. So this is our first C++ program. And to execute this program, to run this program, like if you just want to see, by the way, let me just do one more thing here. So C in get here. Save. So this is our first program. So like this is the thing I have actually returned here. Like this is the thing we have here. And to run this program, just right click, open your terminal, like in the same folder, and just type gcc your name like first dot cpp dash o and any name for you. So exe and just press enter. So I think I have a spelling mistake this stdc out. Let me just copy this code. Yeah. So like obviously I am going to make a lot of mistake here. So like as you can see, it's little difficult to write your program with the notepad, isn't it? It's too difficult. Like you can make some spelling mistakes, like you don't have any support and all. So that's why we use a separate software for that. And that software is actually called a code editor. So we are going to use a specific software to write your code. So to convert your code from C++ to a language which a computer can understand, we use compiler. But to write your code, we use basically another thing. First dot, yeah. We use some, what is the problem here? So std, like I have saved it. So let me just use some another one. So let's just go with C++ here. C++ here. Okay. Okay, so we have it. So this is a program and you can execute this thing. So this is the program that you will get as soon as you execute that line of code. And by the way, as you can see, like it was too difficult to write the program. For that, you can use something called IDE. Okay, IDE or a code editor. A code editor. So what is a IDE? So IDE is another software which will help us to write the program. So it will have a section to manage the files, to write the code, and another section to see the output and all sort of stuff. Okay. And similarly, we have code editors. So they also do the same task, but they are little lighter. So they like ID will take lot of RAM and lot of processing power. So I just go with a code editor. So generally, I just use a code editor. So like some examples of IDs are, so let's do a quick Google search. So C++ IDE, and you will get a list of all the popular IDE. So I think C line. So C line is paid, like you have to pay money for this. So this one is Visual Studio Code, and this is for the Microsoft here. Then we have Qt Creator. So this is also a ID, so you can download this software, and this is how your software is gonna look like. So I don't use Qt editor. So it's upon you, like which code editor you actually want to use. But the code editor I will use is called VS Code. So this is the code editor that I will use. Just download this thing. Just download VS Code, and it's very easy. And why VS Code? Like why I'm using VS Code? Because if you understand about the VS Code, you can basically use any programming language here. So if you want to code in Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Dart, C++, Java, anything. So this is very versatile tool. So just download this, and it's just a simple software. Just download this and install this. and you can open this thing. So let me just open this. So VS Code. So this is how your VS Code is actually going to look like. So this is how a VS Code actually look like. Let me just close all the files. So as soon as you will install this, obviously you won't. So VS Code have many themes and all. So this is how your VS Code is going to look like. Okay. And you can basically open any folder inside of VS Code. So just to open any folder here, file, just click here, open folder. So let me just open this day one folder. Just click this folder. And now VS Code is going to open that folder for you. So here we have two icons. So this one is to create a new file. If you just want to create a new file, just click on this new file icon. Okay, and you can create a new file. Let me say c.cpp. Okay, so we have created a file in c.cpp. Just click here. So we have created our first file. Okay, and you can write your code here. So let me just write here, include iostream. I'm going to do a lot of stuff in main here. Okay, so here we are actually going to write our program. 0. And the thing is that iostream spelling was wrong. So I'm really bad with my spelling. So and let me just fix this. It's std. See out. Hello. Okay. And a semicolon here. Okay. So like see, it was so easy for me to write the code in a code editor. So we see have the code highlighting, the colors, the indentation and all. Okay. And it's very easy to execute a program as well. How to execute a program? So we have created our program here and how to execute this. So just click here on the extension part and you have to install two things here. So what is this extension? So VS Code have something called extension. So if you just want to add extra features in your VS Code, so VS Code is just a basic code editor. What is a code editor? Code editor is a tool where you can write the code. But in the case of VS Code, you can also add some extra layers, extra features on your code. So let's go over here. By using this extension, just click here and type C++. And you will get the first link here. So this is a Microsoft. Just install this. So you will get an install icon here. Install this. So install this thing and also look for something called code runner and press enter and install this as well. That's all. Now finally we are good to go and we can basically start executing our code. So just by installing these two things, you can now basically work with this. So here you will see something, this icon, this crab icon, something like this, and click on this run code and wait for a second. So see, I'm getting hello world in my console panel here. See, I'm getting hello world here. So let me just try to put an emoji here. So I'm going to log out this hello world in my console and click on this play. So see, I'm getting hello world and whatever this. So it's not able to understand the emoji. So let me just use the older way of putting emojis here. So remember, like we used to create those styles and all. So like let's just use this one and click on this play. So see, I'm getting my output here. So this is actually the our very basic first C++ program we have here. And if you don't want to like go through all these stuff, you can just at the very end just type online C++ compiler and you will get these tools here and you can basically start writing your C++ program here. So see, just click on this run and you're going to get the output as hello world here. Okay. So I think we have a lot of stuff to like cover. Like I have to give you a recap. So let me just go down. Yeah. Thing is like I'm going to go with class length will be 1 hour. Mr. Rahul, I'm going with VS Code. First of all, it's it's my personal choice. Like that's time. I told you it's according to you, whichever code editor or IDE you want to use, you're free to use. But like I'm using this VS Code like for many years, so that's why I'm going to use this. I've tried many other code editors, but the thing with VS Code is you can basically code anything here. So that's why like I'm so comfortable with this tool. So you can basically go with any other code editor as of your liking. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is we are going to return 0. So if you like what this return zero, like I'm just answering that particular student here. So return zero actually means that your program is basically running successfully. Okay, so that's how you put here. So like you could also put false here, etc. etc. Okay, so let me just go through like this some of the basic of this program, and we're going to go in the details from the tomorrow session. So like if you see closely, like this program just have 4 lines of code, like no 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 4 lines of code. Okay. So to learn C++, you basically have to learn two things: C++ language, C++ language. Okay, let me just make it LANJU, like for obvious reason. And second thing that you have to learn is called standard library. Standard library. These are the two things that you have to learn to work with C++. Okay. So this is a part of CSS standard library. What is a standard library? So what is now, like you cannot write code for everything. Suppose if you just want to get an input from the user. So in that case, C++ have a predefined code for you. Okay. And they will share that code with us. So you don't have to write this thing again and again. Okay. So we have so many libraries here, and each and every library basically have these sort of functions. So we have a library for the calculation, the math library. Then we have IOStream library. So this is a library which we are going to use to get the input and the output. So just to get the input from the user and to show something in the output. Okay. To use a library, we use something called hash include. Okay. So what is this hash here? So this actually says whenever program will start, execute this line in the beginning. So what I'm trying to say here, the program will basically read from top to bottom and from left to right. So how your compiler is going to read your code? So okay, include IOStream, okay, int main. So see one line at a time and from left to right. Okay, and this hash is actually telling the compiler that please read this line at the very beginning. So anyways, we have this thing in the very top. So we call it preprocessor. Okay, so before even executing something, just do this thing. So that's the include. We are going to cover everything in the much detail. So it's just the beginning. Okay. And this thing is a function. What is a function? Function is a piece of code. So this is a piece of code. So this is our piece of code. Yeah, just 2 lines of code. And this is a function. Okay. So function is just a piece of code. Again, I will just cover each and everything in the great depth in the upcoming session. So we are just doing the very basic stuff. So this is the entry point. So from here, our program actually starts. Okay. And in this program, we are just logging out hello world. So we're showing the hello world in the output. Okay. So just click here on the play and see, I'm getting hello world here. Okay. I'm getting hello world here. That's all. So let me just change it a little bit. Okay. So let's just make it false here and play here again. So see, I'm getting hello world. So, and when like how you can call this program as many times you want. So let me just say my name is Sanjay and it's my day 1. See, I'm getting like I forgot to save it. Just quick save. So see, I'm getting hello world. My name is Sanjay and it's my day 1. Okay. So it's a very basic program. So again, today try to install C++ compiler or just the code editor VS Code. Like if you face any problem, any doubt, just go through the video one more time. You can ask me the questions in the tomorrow session. I will, the screen is not clearly. Tell me about the, yes, yeah, Shreyas, we are going to cover everything in tomorrow session. Don't worry about that. Okay. To mark your attendance, just go here and you will see something called one link. Just click on this one link. Okay, just click on this one link and wait for like few minutes. By the way, you already have to sign in. So like I haven't signed in here, and you will get everything here, like the how to join the group and all, etc., etc. Just watch the starting of the stream one more time, and like there we have covered how to market trends. But by the way, I have one announcement for you to make. Like we have something, like we have made our target that by 2025 we are just going to make 50,000 developers. We are going to push 50,000 developers in the industry by 2025. So this is the target we are aiming at. So you can help us with this target by joining our subscriptions and all. So like we have a new model here, Future Dev subscription. So it's like a Netflix for the developers, for the programmers, and for the like all like our tech community. So here we will basically teach you uh, 8 skills each and every week. You will get to learn about a new skill: GitHub, DSA, JavaScript, blockchain, Google, Excel, Java app sheet, like so many stuff. Okay, for and the subscription length will be for the 2 months, by the way. Like for 60 days, 8 new skills, and the cost is just 499. Oh, sorry, 399. So 399 is just the cost for 2 months of subscription, and we will cover each and everything here. Like you, if you just want to improve your resume, if you want to start your journey with the software, like if you just want to become a software developer, just go here, like try it once. You will get like trending news, you will get weekly what is happening in the tech community, and like we are going to teach you what is the like all the skills and all. And by the way, you will get a certificate for each and every new skill you will learn. So for each skill you will get a certificate, so don't worry about that as well. And it's like that, if you just want to learn something from your side, you can ask us. We will create a content for us, for you, and we will deliver that to you. Okay. And if you just want to like get a job, like you can just also look for our full stack course. So we just visit our website. So here we have six month duration of full stack machine like data science and the web development course. The costing are very reasonable, like just 36,000, and all the courses are job ready. Industry experts are going to teach you from the very basics to very advanced. We're going to take care of your placement as well. And if you want to get the discount of 10%, use the coupon code SK10, and you will get 10% off instantaneously. So like further more discount if you want. So this was the announcement I was to make to you. So yeah, STD is mandatory for now. Like we can just remove it. So from the tomorrow session, you don't have to use that STD. We will use something called namespace. So in that case, you don't have to use this STD. Okay. So I will see you tomorrow. From the tomorrow, we are going to write our first C++ program. So try to install the compiler and the code. If you have any doubt, rewatch the video. You can ask me doubts tomorrow session. And at the very end, we always have the online compilers as the savior. So see you tomorrow, and like don't forget to watch tomorrow's screen, because tomorrow we are going to write your first program, and we are going to understand about the basics of programming in a great depth. Okay, so that's it from my side on the day one. I will see you on the day tomorrow or day two. Bye bye, take care.
Hey, hi guys, this is Sai Kiran from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here today to congratulate you all guys for completing or like for pursuing our Essentials program in various fields what we do. And I want to tell that yes, this is amazing program what you're doing, but if you want to continue this learning and want to take your career to next level with a one-on-one personal mentorship what we are not providing in Essentials, and also build real-time projects, then join our 6 months PGP full stack program in data science or AIML or web development in MERN stack or Python Django. That's it. Bye-bye.